Well, we're into day 5. I'm starting at Church Bay, which is just behind me, and I've got 14.5 to 15 mile walking basically down the coastline and across to Holyhead that you can just make out in the distance there. So starts off pretty much coastal, just keeping on top of the path, and then go over the Stanley embankment onto the actual island itself, and see how it goes. So 45 minutes into the walk today, a couple of 2 and a bit miles, and we come to Porth Trefadog, I think is the right way of pronouncing it. Another little find, beautiful. Welcome to Porth Towin Mawr. Just look at that. This is on Anglesey, you just cannot believe it. And believe it or not, the rock formation out there is in Welsh Craig, I can't say it for laughing, Craig Daffys, but it's Craig David. I've met Craig David on my holiday. Look at that. Left Penryn farm behind, and this is the beach, Penryn Mawr, and I'm just basically going to follow the road around and head up over that headland over there. But it's just again another nice beach, not as nice as the last one, but it's totally all the same. Once I'm making my way around from the farm now, it's worth pointing, I've mentioned it before, pointing at the more industrial aspects of Holyhead over there. You can see the container port, one of the ferries. Basically going to go around here and follow onto the island. More of the same, ups and downs. It's great stuff. Walking down now onto yet another massive beach, Treaty Cribin, if I got the pronunciation right again. I'm sure if there's any Welsh speakers out there, I don't mind hearing from you. You can just start making out the Stanley embankment in the distance as well, which is today's causeway link onto the island itself once I get round there. But we've got to take a detour inland soon once we've got round this next headland to get over a river inlet, which obviously detours us away from the coast fractionally, but it's the only way through. So we'll make our way down, walk around the top of this beach and crack on. This is where you leave the beach behind to go inland now to get across the river. More boats in at Holyhead. After the best part of 2k walking inland away from the coast, we come across the bridge that takes us over the river, and then we turn basically back on ourselves on the other side to walk back towards the coast, and then it's heading towards the Stanley embankment. It's quite a dull part of the walk, to be honest. You're just basically walking through a few fields, but it's necessary. You know, you can't get through the water, and it's not safe. Good thing is I've seen 3 Duke of Edinburgh bronze teams out doing their training. Had a little chat, and takes you back to the old days when we used to do the teaching, so it's nice. And so I'm just going to turn around and head towards the bridge. We'll get over the top and make our way back to the coast. I've made it to Penryn Back Farm, which is back, not literally on the coast, but I went all the way down the river, across the bridge, came all the way back. Very narrow path, but at least it's opening up again now, and make a way back to the beach area and then over to Stanley Embankment. I'm glad that's out of the way, to be fair. It was not arduous, but quite dull and boring, trudging through bushes and things. Still, it's got to be done. Well, I've made it to the Stanley Embankment. See the red car going over there. Basically it's a roadway onto Holy Island, where Holyhead is, and that's where I'm going to be having my playground for the next 2 days. So tide's coming in, I've got here just in time, and I'm just going to have a little sit down in a minute at my apple before I make that concrete pathway across. the bay there. Just making my way around the northern tip of the coastline, and here's the old, I think it's a World War II gun battery station. It's amazing the view it's got. Line ferry coming in as well. Not far to go now. So Penrose again, another Penrose beach this time. There's quite a few. So I've got this one last bay, another dock, round this next headland, and that takes us into the Holyhead dock area, which will take us into town. So I'm making good headway. Been walking 4.5 hours. And done 12.5 miles, or 12.25 miles I should say. So the terrain's a lot easier underfoot here than it was this morning, and more dramatic views. I'm going to go just past this little archway, but I thought it was worth pointing out. Closer to the harbour now. I got a little bit confused then coming into the town, but basically I have to walk through the back of the railway station and you go over this footbridge into the town centre. This is St Cubby's Church, which supposedly is the start of the walk. I'm not quite sure who made that rule up. It used to be a nice place to have a wander around apparently, but it's sort of closed for rebuilding work at the moment. It's a shame. So I've made it today. The B&B that I'm staying in is just up there. I'm going to try and get a coffee from just over there. I'm going for my tea down there tonight. I'm a bit tired now, and the wind's getting up, so I've done about 14 miles. Yeah, in 5.5 hours, so that's pretty good going. I'm going to sign off for today.